another podcast. You got Z-Man right here,
and you got the cold stir here.
Yeah, that is right. All right, back to part 2 of talking about favorite killers. Now, Cody left us off on what was it called again, Cody?
The hatchet.
The hatchet. This is part 2. Part 1 was like talking about Michael, Jason, Chucky, Jackson, Michael Jackson. No, we've been talking about Chucky, Leatherface, Michael, Jason, all those other ones in the first podcast. But now, here's part 2 for the second part. Cody, please tell us the story about it.
To start off with the Victor Crowley guy in Hatchet. So, unlike Jason, he's very similar due to having his face deformed. And growing up this way. One fact you may know, 4 Jason films actually did have this one iconic actor, and it's Kane Hodder. So Kane Hodder actually did play in Hatchet as the dad and Victor Crowley himself. So, as I was saying, Victor had his cabin burnt by these kids on Halloween night that he encountered a few years ago. But them same kids burnt his cabin down. His dad tried to rescue his kid, but ended up having a hatchet go into his kid's face and died.
Damn, that's some rough crap right there.
Yeah, the dad died from a broken heart. He actually did have another wife.
Really?
But the ex-wife got deceased. Because either she died from childbirth or something to do with the kid's face.
Wow. That has to be so sad.
Yeah. But all of a sudden Victor must have just resurrected like Jason.
Resurrected the dead, you know.
So basically this guy has a crap load of abilities. I'm going to bring up something here. Just got to log in. I know there's a few abilities that I know he has. One of them, he has, limited stamina. So basically, this guy can run as long as he wants.
And he won't get tired because he can run fast. And
yeah,
he can keep running until the next year to 2060.
That would actually be funny.
Dude, he runs to 2060. We have flying cars, flying buildings. He's like, where the hell am I? He's like, what the hell is this place?
It's hell.
It's hell. It's 2026.
No, basically it's just Earth in the future.
Oh, yeah, of course. Speaking of the future, our next podcast will talk about the future. So expect an upcoming podcast about the future. You know what? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe, Maybe.
Here comes some stuff.
Oh, crap.
Okay, I found history of him. Victor Crowley was conceived in an unknown time period by his mother, Lena Crowley, and his father, Thomas Crowley, where the truth goes is that Victor's mother, Lena, was once a nurse of Thomas
Anderson?
No, stupid Wikipedia keeps doing something.
Wikipedia, stupid. Okay. I'm just kidding.
So she was a nurse of Thomas' very ill wife, Shannon Crowley, who both of them had developed a sexual relationship, and once they fought, Shannon had passed away. It was with her very eyes to see them both of them kissing each other. A desperate plea for forgiving it was upon her death. Here's where she had cursed Lena Crowley and her child for their adultery.
Wow.
But once he was delivered by his father, it was his mother who had died from childbirth, where some say the war had her dying from the sight of Crowley. Years later, Victor Crowley is now an adult who was kept hidden in the world all of his life by his loving father, Thomas Crowley. But one fatal Halloween night, it was a group of boys who decided to scare Victor out of his home by throwing firecrackers at his house. But when the firecrackers set aflame the door, and the flames engulfed the house, trapping them inside.
You don't have to read the whole paragraph. They can find on Wikipedia by themselves.
I can read the whole thing.
Yeah, but it's going to be a long podcast if you read
Don't worry, I could get it done faster. And Victor's father tried hacking down the door with a hatchet, but because Victor was pressed against the other side of the door, like, Thomas had accidentally hit his own son in the head with the hatchet.
Damn.
In the face.
Damn.
Instantly killing the kid.
Damn, boy.
After this, Thomas went well armed with the shotgun to each of the boys responsible for no one cared, which left Victor's father in the depressing lifestyle. He didn't eat and sleep as usual people, but once it was his time, he had died of a broken heart only 10 years later. Now Victor Crowley was resurrected and roams the island swamp as a vengeful spirit and kills any travelers, fishers, and Louisiana natives who come to Honey Island Swamp. So,
yeah. Wow. That is
and here's some powers and abilities. So he's got supernatural strength like Jason would, immortality.
Kind of like Michael would have.
Yeah, high invulnerability, supernatural durability, regeneration. Like I said, he has infinite stamina, so he can just run as long as he can. Wow. Like, he doesn't need to... Like, because the human bases need to, like, eat, drink, and sleep.
Eat, drink, and sleep. Yeah, of course.
So, basically, Victor being in the spirit, taking physical form, gives him access to an unlimited pool of stamina. He doesn't exactly get tired when chasing and hunting down his prey.
Wow.
One of them is named Awareness, and another one is named Good Senses. Okay, here's some trivia. Like I said, the actor, just like his role with Jason Voorhees, who played Victor Crowley 4 times, Friday the 13th from part 7 to 10, Hatchet 1 to 4.
Wow.
Making him one of the most iconic horror movie actors to date. So, here it is with the hatchet.
Man, that was a long story, Cody. That, for part 2, wow, that was amazing.
But that was sad, like what happened to the kid.
That was sad. You know what's even more sad? What is going to happen after we all graduate? What's gonna go on? What are we gonna do? Like, where are you gonna go? Where am I gonna go? How is this podcast gonna work?
Here's the scary thing with me. Like, there are some times, like, I think about death. Like, I'm scared of being dead.
I don't like that death noise, and I really didn't like that bell noise that just happened.
It gives me chills in the spine, man.
You know what I'm scared of more? I'm scared of death.
Yeah, like, just imagine this being laying in the ground or in ashes, and then...
You know, there's a lot of people that can die in their sleep or jump off a building, do all that other crap that's very sad. They can jump off the building, they can die in their sleep. Did you know dying in your sleep is actually a peaceful way to go dying? Because it doesn't hurt at all. All you do is just die in your sleep and the angels pick you up.
So scary, like thinking about death for me.
And you got kids over here, not making jokes, but like putting themselves in these situations, saying, "Oh, I'm gonna cut my wrist, or I'm gonna kill myself." Like,
well, that's why we got suicide preventions, but then people don't even like that.
I know, but people like me kind of like that because I don't want people in a grave. I don't want people in that position where I was way back then.
Yeah, you don't want people, like, depressed all the time, I mean...
And nobody may care, like, oh, it's just death or whatever. No, it's not just death. It's like, you're basically taking your whole life away. Because if you die, what if you can see your parents get rich, they win the lottery, and you're not even there to celebrate with them, or... You get a girlfriend and then you get married and have kids, or
that's what I want in the future.
If you get a car or a house, but you're dead, so you can't live that anymore.
But you can live it in heaven.
Yes, you can.
This is why you're not in the bad side.
I think there is a thing that's called an afterlife.
Like you're a ghost.
Yeah, yes, an afterlife. I don't really know about the whole death experience, but if you're like Michael, Jason, and Leatherface, and all those other people, you get rised up from the dead, and you get to kill the people that killed you.
I wish I could just come back from the dead.
Well, that's a zombie apocalypse.
Like, I wish I could just be like Jason, like part 6. Like, like where he had that metal spear stabbed into him.
Yeah.
Lightning strikes 2 times, actually.
2 times? Wow, damn, 2 times.
Because if you were watching the intro, he actually did get struck by lightning twice.
Really? Wow.
Then all of a sudden he woke up.
Well, Cody, even if this is part 2 for your story, this is part 2 and kind of talking about the future a little bit.
Yeah.
The future for us is going to be very difficult. Not too.
Hopefully not too difficult. Scary, yeah.
Because you don't know what's going to happen out there.
Yeah.
You might be going out there for a fight, or you can go out there and have fun.
That's why I kind of want to. That's what I just talked about that to my teacher.
Like, life is like a mystery out there.
Here's the thing: budgeting is the biggest issue for
people.
And
trust me, me and Codeman over here. This is not our only job. We have another job. Life is hard out there. It's very hard.
We should talk about jobs. Like, I think we should do it now. I mean, we got plenty of time.
Next podcast, or whenever we get to it.
Okay.
But yeah, me and Code, you guys are probably yelling at us saying, "Hey, you guys don't even know what life's like." The adults are like, "You idiots! You don't even you stupid kids! You don't even know what life is." Well, we do.
You just have no idea.
We do because we work as well, work our butts off. Not just at this podcast. We work our butts off at work and school. We graduated in 2020, but we work our butts off. We do know what life is out there. It's a bad, hard thing, and life just fucking sucks, man. Life just sucks, Cody. Life just sucks.
For some of it, yeah.
Yeah, but some of the life you have to be proud of. Like, hey, he brought you down here to do the things that he's never done because he got killed before he could do anything. But life, people say life sucks, but sometimes it sucks, and sometimes you make it up. You make it up for its life. So yeah, that was part 2 for Cody's little story time for what
Victor Crowley.
Yeah. All right, Speak Podcast. Okay, we've got to go and hop on the train in 5 hours. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna call us out. All right, Z-Man out.